Hey, Mr. Lego. Hey,
Yeah,
we're not doing a hypnosis tonight.
This is not the after hours.
Can't do it that way. You got a bump on your cheek, Mr. Lego. You don't look attractive.
You know,
I'll mute.
yeah,
I'll mute.
just relax. Okay, yeah, you know how you put them under your spell and they talking about you got muscles and all that. Just relax a little bit.
They already melted away.
Eve, like even if we change the word, it's still the same thing. So why are we changing this word? Because all leaders have control. I don't care what level you want to put it at, it's still going to be the same thing. So why us as women have to change the name when it is what it is? Why do we need to change it?
I don't think a man is over there telling their spouse, woman, get in there and cook my food. Woman, get in there and do my laundry. I think these are things that the woman is just doing naturally, right?
Well, wait.
What fits in his system?
I'm gonna respond to that. So if a man did say,
Anton trying to show off his muscles,
and
fix me a sandwich.
Go fix me a sandwich, right? It don't matter how he said it. The whole resolution is that he wants a sandwich, right?
Facts.
So
he's gonna get his goddamn sandwich, Eve.
I get what you're saying. I get that idea, but I'm just like, maybe if we don't use the term control, it just makes it like the woman doesn't have a rights in the relationship.
You don't have rights.
No, you can be controlled. I mean, it's just like, just think of your kids. You control your kids, but they have a say so. You care for them. You're not beating them. It's the same thing. You're supposed, if you're under somebody, they have control over how everything goes and how everything runs, including you. But if you a man starts to relinquish control to the woman, we start to see that's usually a chaotic environment, because women don't know how to handle having full control. Like, we're not designed to do it. So you would have to, it is control over. Now the intentions of the man matters, because if he has wrong intentions, then you're going to be controlled to be whatever he decides to control you. But that's the power he's supposed to have.
For sure, Lucky. And I'm not saying that, a man, because like I said, I believe in the gender roles. I believe in the parts that, gender's supposed to play in the household. I do get that.
No, you don't.
Hey, Eve, I got a question for you. Eve, are you pro man or pro woman?
I'm pro family.
I said, okay, so safe. Go ahead, Press. You came off the mic. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that women were created to be helpers. So, in order to help, we have the man has to have control to know where we're helping. If you're not designed to be in his life to help him, then you're going to have a problem with control.
It's not the problem. It's the wording of it. You got to pay attention to language.
Okay, so you want to be led.
No, you got to pay attention to the language and allow it to resonate.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Lucky. That's all I'm saying right there.
It's control. That's it.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Unless
hold on.
we got a problem with the word unless y'all talking about sex. I just want to point that out.
Hold on real quick. Let's entertain it. Eve, which word would you rather have? Manage?
No, we're not doing that.
Regulate,
the word is damn control. We're not giving another word. No.
Manipulate, master, dominate, influence, restrict, handle.
She said she liked dominate, so let's just dominate.
Rooster, what you reading?
I just gave her a list of words that mean the same as control.
Well, at the end of the day, language does matter. Language is important. Language is one of the things that separates humans from animals.
Facts.
So the way that you word things is important. And I feel like you guys want to stick on control and say, oh, no, you have to stick with that word. But I believe if you guys learn to reframe things.
What word do you want to use?
No, we're not. Right? No.
Logorrhea again. There you go with the logorrhea.
Allow her to finish, you guys.
Okay.
Allow her to finish.
If you reframe things in a way that it actually sounds appealing, I think you guys would get a lot less pushback from.
We don't care about pushback. They're gonna sit down and be quiet.
Hold on, let go. Let go.
Some damn pushback.
Yeah, we need to prescribe you some medication for this logorrhea because it's a big problem. Anyway, as I was saying, I think that we're finding that the women are recalcitrant is because you're not making it sound appealing. I want to control. I want to dominate. Like, put some sauce on it.
All your fault, Mr. Lego.
Make me want it. Make me want it. Don't just
make me want it. Okay.
Yeah, make me want it. That's what you got to do.
So you want it. So you're saying like the men who, if they do want to come in aggressively, because women receive it differently, like I might think like Eve, it's better to finesse it.
Exactly.
wait,
Finesse.
no.
Have some finesse.
That's why men finesse y'all, cause it can't be direct.
There is no man that
Exactly.
there is no man that is a leader or has control that says that. What are you talking about? They're not gonna come to you and be like, give me control. You must do what I say. A man that is a leader don't have to ask all that. They just gonna have it because you already know. No one's talking about it. That's why I'm trying to be confused with this whole conversation.
But I think like in this space, we find a lot of men that don't have that. And they're angry because they don't have that and they're upset. So all I'm doing is prescribing something for those men who are having trouble being able to find a woman to submit to them. Maybe you just got.
Well, that's probably because they're not the men that they think they are. Because the women, you shouldn't have to ask for a woman to submit. We just fall into that. Now, if you're not that, it's gonna be a battle. We can smell it on you. We can see it. It's just like men when they're looking at certain men can know if a man is a leader by looking at another man. They can tell how dominant he is. So that's the first thing. So if you upset that women aren't doing this, they're not getting on that has something to do with you and how you present yourself.
And that's the reason why this is a conversation in the first place, because there is a huge number of men who are not finding women to submit to them. So that's the only thing that I am speaking to.
So Ray, can I?
You're talking about, Lucky mentioned one type, which I get that, but not all men are like that. What about the ones that are not even being seen because they're not tall enough? What about that? What about them? They're not leaders or have control? That's what I'm trying to understand what's going on. Like, men are not even being looked at because they're not as cute, or you know how we as women, we like it to be a certain way, right? But if they're not looking like what we want them to look like, now all of a sudden we take that manhood away from them because they're not tall enough and now they can't be leaders. What about those men? Because that's majority of men actually are leaders. It's just that we're not looking at them like that because of these small factors. No. I'm not going to speak about the ones that Lucky is talking about because that's different. Because there are men that just really can't lead because they might not have that, natural ability to do it because of maybe how they were raised or whatever. But there are a lot of men that are leaders, but no one wants them. So what happens to those guys?
Well, I think for those guys, life is life. Like, we're all dealt a hand of cards that we have to deal with and work with. So yeah, there are people that are at a disadvantage because they might not look the part that a woman may like. But let's just be honest. We've all seen ugly men, short men, unattractive men with, if I may say so, bad bitches. We've all seen that. We've all seen that. When you are at a disadvantage, it is up to you. We all have disadvantages and flaws, but it is up to you to compensate for that in whatever way you can. So you got to be the most confident. You got to be extra confident to compensate for maybe not looking the part for a woman. But there are things that you can do as a man to compensate, and that's what you should do. We all have to do that.